Welcome viewers. King Charles distances himself from Prince Edward as he turns into a bridge between King Charles and Prince Andrew. But before we continue, if you are new to my channel, please take a second of your time to subscribe and turn on the notification bell for our current updates and watch this video till the end. King Charles III and his brother Prince Edward have a 15-year age hole and stand as the oldest and youngest of the late Queen's 4 children. Speaking on the contemporary episode of Palace Confidential, commentator Kate Mansi claimed the king and his youngest brother have now not always acquired on especially well, suggesting that big age gap between the two contributed to a faraway relationship. After noting the plausible snub over the Duke of Edinburgh title, Ms. Mansi recommended every other motive for the king, distancing himself from Prince Edward. Ms. Mansi advised Palace Confidential that the two brothers are quite distinct characters. The Mail on Sunday's assistant editor added, "When Edward and Princess Anne went to go taking pictures with Andrew, King Charles's advisors made it very clear that whilst he was once in Windsor, he wasn't phased of the shoot with the relaxation of the family. He's very eager to distance himself from his brother Andrew." She added, Edward and Anne being considered publicly going out to meet with Andrew and to discuss to him about what is going on, that wasn't taken very well. Ms. Mansi stated that their desires to be that bridge, Edward's continually been that bridge between Andrew and Charles. She added, "I suppose some compensation, in phrases of the Edinburgh title, or simply displaying him a bit of love, would possibly be wise." Diary editor Richard Eden brought that Anne and Edward are quite sympathetic in the direction of Andrew and wouldn't accept no longer being in a position to see him. Princess Anne, the late Queen's solely daughter, has regularly been dubbed the hardest working of the royal family. Prince Edward and his spouse Sophie, who is recognized as the Countess of Wessex, have performed an extra energetic function inside the monarchy, specifically in current months. Edward, 58, was once promised with the aid of the Queen that following the loss of life of his father, the late Duke of Edinburgh, he will be granted the Edinburgh title. Due to Charles's attainable plans to slim down the monarchy, it has been mentioned that Charles ought to deny his youngest brother the title. Two individuals of the royal family, Prince Andrew and Prince Harry, have returned from royal duties in the previous few years. Ms. Mansi termed the denial as a snub and referred to as Charles' quite mean need to he go in advance with the refusal. However, royal commentator Victoria Arbiter mentioned Edward and Sophie have been chosen to signify the king on various distinguished engagements, suggesting the Edinburgh title is nonetheless on the line. Ms. Arbiter said, "In the final month alone, the king requested that Prince Edward be made a Councillor of State. Prince Edward has been chosen to characterize the king at the Royal Variety performance that is coming up. It will be his first time at the show." She added, Edward used to be chosen to take the royal salute at the Veterans March past. Sophie grew to be the first member of the royal family to tour to the Democratic Republic of the Congo. I would say Prince Edward and his spouse Sophie are very plenty a phase of the king's future slimmed-down monarchy. Prince Edward calls royal household anxiety very sad, desires Prince Harry and Meghan Markle the very best. Prince Edward spoke out about the anxiety in the British royal family. The youngest son of Queen Elizabeth II instructed CNN in an interview that the state of affairs with Prince Harry and Meghan Markle is very sad. The couple stepped down as senior individuals of the royal household in March 2020, moved to California, and advised Oprah Winfrey in a tell-all interview that they felt unsupported and unprotected by using the firm. "Listen, weirdly we've got all been there earlier than we have all had immoderate intrusion and interest in our lives," Edward commented to the outlet. "And we've got all dealt with it in barely specific ways, and listen, we want them the very great of luck. It's in reality difficult decision." The Earl of Wessex, 57, stated that all households have problems, however he hopes Markle and Harry are happy. "It's hard for everybody, however it truly is households for you," he reasoned. Please inform us in the comments. And do no longer forget about to subscribe and flip on the notification bell to see our daily updates. Thanks for watching.